Hi friends! So I know I haven't made a video in a really long time, but that can basically be summed up in the fact that the most exciting thing that's happened to me in the recent past is that I got this adjustable and reusable lint brush. So I really haven't had much to talk about. But recently I've kind of come up with the solution to this problem that I've been having for a really long time, and I figured that someone else in the world must have the problem of librarians having it out for them for no good reason. I think my solution's pretty good. This is not for people who go to the library and then make a mess, like spill soda and talk really loud and steal books. And this is for the people who have been really good, like library citizens, who have been actively participating in their libraries for years, who have just gone there to get books or be part of book clubs or donated money and time to fundraisers for the library, like myself. If you're doing all that and you're really not bothering anybody and you're always respectful and the librarians are still treating you like you're some kind of criminal, then there is something that you can do that is really funny, I think. There's no need to egg any houses or toilet paper any lawns. Sadly, I haven't used my local library for a really long time. I didn't use it for probably more than a decade because the staff there, finally, our taxpayers' dollars built a better, newer library, and it had been a while, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start using this library again, because it's really nice, and it's on the river, and there are thousands of books, and it's huge, and it's great, and it's in my town, so I'm gonna stop driving 20 minutes down the road to use another library, and I'm gonna use this library. From day one, I have been given grief from the librarians for no good reason. The very first day that I walked in there and I tried to take out a library book with my statewide library card that's supposed to work at all of the public libraries in my state, they told me that I couldn't use it there because it was registered to another library. That would be the other library that I'd been using for years and years and years. That was 15 minutes down the road because they didn't do things like this. But I let them cut up my library card and paid for a new one. Granted, it was only $1, but it was still wrong. It was wrong. It was a wrong dollar. And I paid for a new library card at that library. Found out later that they're not supposed to do that. I went to the library again. And again, at that point, I became convinced that she kind of had it out for me. But then people were kind of like, Emma, that's a little assuming of you. No, that lady had it out for me. She was really rude to me. Treated me like I did something wrong every single time that I went in. And so finally, I decided that I was going to complain about her. So I went to her supervisor, the head of circulation. And turns out that this lady hates me too because I complained. The head of circulation glares at me every single time I go in there. And I smile at her and I'm like, hi, because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just using my library. And that's worked well for me for a while until last week I returned a book and it was slightly less in the condition that I took it out in. And genuinely, I do not approve of the ruining of library property. I was like, yeah, of course I'll pay for it because truly it's not in the same condition. And who am I to say what is good enough condition to be circulated in a library? Judging by the looks on their faces, they were all very happy that Emma, the horrible delinquent that we all hate, has finally done something wrong. I'm going to pay them in pennies. Because you know what? I'm just going to get them back in the friendliest way possible, and that is to pay my $7 library fine in pennies. And you know what I'm going to do with the pennies? I am going to unroll rolls of pennies. I'm not going to give them rolls of pennies. I'm going to take the rolls of pennies that I already have. I already have rolls of pennies, and I'm going to empty them into little plastic bags. There's absolutely no rule breaking about it. You're just giving them their money and you're making them count hundreds and hundreds of pennies, which is really funny to me. I don't know if this sounds as funny to you as it does to me, but it's really funny to me, and I cannot wait to do it. Guys, don't egg houses. Don't let your anger manifest itself in a negative way. And I don't think you should kind of bust ass for no reason. If someone's genuinely mean to you, though, kill them with kindness and lots of pennies.